Hi, welcome to week 3 of BA 100 Business Career Planning. Hopefully, you have enjoyed the last couple of weeks of content that we have been covering, looking at different aspects of who you are, what your strengths are, what your skills are, and what that looks like for you to be in the workforce. This week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about a different aspect of the kind of chart that I showed you, these circles in week 1. And what this is looking at the next thing that we talked about, that job market. So what the world needs and pays for is where we're going to focus in on week 3. So we've already spent some time, like I mentioned, talking about your skills and talents, your interests, values. Those we're going to continue covering. We're going to talk about your values a little bit today in a video that I have included in the week 3 module for you as well. So let's go ahead and talk about some different job search tools that are out there. So I'm sure most of you are aware of some general job search websites that are out there, such as LinkedIn, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, CareerBuilder, those types of things. A lot of times these are great places to start looking for potential jobs, to see what types of job descriptions are out there for certain types of jobs. You're also able to look at industry-specific job websites such as MaxList, Jobs and Sports, Energy Jobline. Those specifically will show you jobs listed in those industries. So if you know you want to go into a specific industry, such as sports, then you would look at that industry specific website. So that can really assist you if you have an idea of what you want to do and not such a broad based search like a ZipRecruiter or LinkedIn, that type of thing. You're also able to look at company websites and see what openings they have. So this works really well if you know there's a specific company that you would enjoy working for. So for example, if you know that you would like to work for Alaska Airlines, keeping an eye on their website would be beneficial. Many company websites also offer now the opportunity to have alerts emailed to you when specific jobs become available or when they open up. So not only are you, able to go and look on them, but if something comes up, then they'll notify you so you don't have to keep looking every single day. So keep an eye out for those types of opt-ins on those websites. And then there's also government job search websites such as Oregon Job Opportunities and USA Jobs. So these give you access to looking at different job opportunities that are out there that you may be interested in and may be a good fit for you. So there's a lot of places online nowadays that you're able to obtain this information. And so I would encourage you to start kind of looking around, clicking around on the different websites, seeing what's listed, what type of qualifications you need for specific jobs, what type of experience they're looking for, maybe some of the characteristics that they call out that people should have in the job postings. It's also important to remember that there's a hidden job market out there. So many jobs aren't advertised or posted online. And these jobs are often come to people through referrals. So this is why it's really important to build your network of people. Doing informational interviews where you can go out and ask people about their jobs is beneficial in finding out information on that specific job that you potentially may be interested in, but also in just building relationships with people at many organizations in the area. Many jobs are often filled through referrals. And so if you focus in on this, this is going to be a great way for you to actually build your network and to build your job potentials in the future. So networking, like I mentioned, being involved in LinkedIn, social media. We're going to be talking about your LinkedIn page in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that. And then, like I mentioned, doing that informational interviewing is really a great piece that you can do to meet people in different industries. Many times people are very interested in talking to individuals. If you mention that you're a student, specifically taking a class like this, people are more than happy and most likely willing to share how did they get there, what did they study in school, what do they enjoy about their job, that type of thing. So keep an eye out for talking about more information on those things in depth in the next few weeks. The next thing that I want to talk about is just the anatomy of a job posting. So this is just a screenshot of the job posting here, and I actually have it posted in week 3 module where you'll be able to actually click on the orange boxes where it says like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'll be able to see in more detail what each of those specific things are in a job posting and what information they contain. So that's an interactive piece that you'll see in Module 3. So a lot of times people don't apply for jobs if they don't meet 100% of the qualifications. So they think, hey, this is what somebody's looking for. And if I don't meet that 100%, then I have no business applying for the job. Well, that's not actually true. If you meet the majority of the qualifications and you think you're a strong candidate, it's a great idea to apply for that job. You can focus in on what strengths and skills that you do have that align with that job. And then in the interview process, you can explain more why you did apply and why you think that you would be a good fit for that job. So I just would encourage you as you are going through and looking at the different job postings out there, don't shy away if you don't have 100% of the skills that are listed and needed in that job posting. There's a lot of benefits of applying, even just going through the process of going through the website, creating a resume, submitting your resume. If you get an interview, having practice interviewing, making connections, being able to network. Maybe you go on an interview and you don't qualify for that job specifically that you applied for, but there might be another position within that organization where you would qualify. So I would highly encourage you. Obviously, this is within reason. If they are looking for something that's way over your qualifications, then don't apply. But if they're saying, we really want somebody with 3 to 5 years experience and you have 2 years experience, don't let that discount you. So within reason, obviously, but making sure that you're not making every effort to meet every single qualification before you apply to that job. You do want to be aware of some red flags to look out for when you're looking at jobs. So if something seems too good to be true, it most likely is. So just really be careful that you are out there and you're searching around and looking at jobs. You want to make sure that you are interviewing in person. You may interview on phone to begin with, but knowing who that individual is that you're talking to is important. You never want to be sending that money to somebody to interview. You don't want to agree to have financial transaction. That would be risky to do. And then you don't want to accept money up front for work that's not been performed. So just anything that seems to not sit right with you, I would encourage you to walk away from that. A lot of times there are blind job postings, so it can be a job that is available and it is a good job, but maybe they haven't posted exactly what the organization is because they don't want people within that organization to know that they are hiring for that position. They might be adding a position or letting somebody go and they're already looking. So that could come up, but just be aware if things seem not 100% accurate or honest, then that most likely isn't, and you could definitely move on. So I have some questions for you to reflect on after you watch the video. So just kind of your general thoughts on the video. Think about why do you agree or disagree with it? And then what are some ways that you can research companies' values and culture? So the video is just a little clip talking about values and culture, and that will help you think about an organization that you would possibly want to work for and what your values are. So those are some questions to reflect on. Let's go ahead and jump over now and look at the work that you will be completing for the week 3 content of this class. So as I mentioned, here's the anatomy of a job posting. And when you click on this, you will be able to access the definition for each of these specific sections in a job posting there. So go ahead and make sure you click through those and read that. And then you're going to be completing this reflect and connect assignment where you are having the opportunity to look at a real world job posting and reflect on a job that you would like to have. So you'll just look at a job posting for an entry-level job in a chosen industry. And then you're going to reflect on the ways you already fit the qualifications for the job, and then maybe identify some ways that you may not, but some things that you have that you can improve upon for this position. It's also going to be really good practice for you as you go about evaluating job postings and identifying information. So make sure that you follow all the directions. The first thing that you're going to do is maybe look back to week 1 at your career research for module 2 and your strengths assessments from week 1, that type of thing, to find your ideal job. And then you're going to locate that ideal job posting. So different search engines, like we talked about in the slide deck earlier, go through those, figure out a job that you want, and then you'll go ahead and you will go to step 2, which is actually writing your reflection. So identifying that specific job, summarizing the requirements, why did you pick the job, the skills and requirements that you can currently demonstrate, and then things that you cannot currently demonstrate, and then ways that you can continue to build your skills and be prepared for this job. So you want to make sure to include the actual job posting, not a link as an additional page or an attachment to that. And then you'll go ahead and you will submit that assignment. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out and to let me know, but it will give you an opportunity to kind of get in there and to search more around. Sorry. This is the video that you will be watching on why job seekers are looking for employers to share their values. And I already gave you the reflection questions for that. So that is all I have for this week. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you need anything or you have any questions or any comments or any concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Have a good week.